As everyone knows, during the recent COVID-19 pandemic, there have been so many traumatic losses. We cannot fully measure the consequences and tragedies that it brings to this world. But interspersed with those painful stories, there are angels in blouses, doctors and nurses, and volunteers who are constantly sacrificing their time to save people. And there are people who are not medical professionals have come up with many beneficial inventions.
During the past stressful epidemic days, many people lost their job and income, falling into such a difficult situation that there was no food to eat. Mr. Hoàng Tuấn Anh has researched and invented the Rice ATM to distribute charity. The invention of the Rice ATM was quite random and stemmed from the idea of a regular ATM. Accordingly, any ATM that releases money can also release rice. Instead of using an ATM card to withdraw money, people can press the button to choose to make it into a rice ATM. Mr. Tuấn Anh assembled a connecting pipe system to transfer the rice from the warehouse to the outside. The operator will use the camera to identify who comes to pick up the rice, from which it can analyze the best and the most. He created ATM rice and helped thousands of people during the epidemic. Not stopping there, his ATM rice model was also spread to other countries in the Asian region to help thousands of people who are also in difficult circumstances because of the pandemic.
A group of students from the Faculty of Electrical and Electronic Engineering of Hồng University and was being led by a former student named Trần Trung Đức has some research and manufacture for an automatic ventilator.
Purpose of the group's research was to serve and to support for the COVID-19 pandemic in Đồng Nai province in particular and the whole nation of Vietnam in general. So it was not possible to manually mold each person since there were not enough doctors and nurses to perform.
So the team came up with the idea of creating the product so that they can produce it in a large amount of quantities whenever in need.
The machine can change the blood compression speed to match the patient's breathing needs, play sounds and signal light when the machine is operating normally or there is a problem so that doctor and nurses can support patient in time. In case of power failure, the system will switch to a backup battery and automatically recharge when power is restored. Power banks can work for about 1 hour to ensure enough time to fix electrical problems.
After finding the right components for the machine design, the team had to learn about the pressing mechanism and how to press it properly. To be perfect, the machine needed expertise from many different disciplines, so the team had to tinker with it on their own online and enlist the help of several medical acquaintances. The machine can set the operating frequency and adjust the wind flow to suit each person.
The findings in the study suggest that high-end ambition may be important in general for the tendency to generate creative solutions when it comes in tasks and projects.
With the ambition to save lives and a desire to change difficult circumstances, Vietnamese students have brought about changes that benefit life and society.
Creativity is what drives us to act, to pursue our dream. Without ambition, the inspiration to innovate will not come into existence. So, the innate ambition to improve one's state sparks creativity in us.